the 4 Bible truths for not judging. 4 Bible truths for not judging. The first Bible truth for not judging comes from John chapter 7, verse 24. Jesus' words in this passage. He says, do not judge according to appearances, but judge with righteous judgment. You see the condition connected there? Do not judge. The condition is according to appearances. That's what we do. We judge with the smallest little half information. We don't investigate, we immediately jump to conclusions. And Jesus, in this verse, is warning of that because he's talking to the crowd. If you had done your Bible study, you'd know I am not guilty of breaking the law of the Sabbath because I healed. Don't be so quick to judge based on appearances. And yet, that's exactly what we do. We judge a book by its cover. And by that, I mean the book is a person. And by its cover, it's anything. The way they dress, the way they comb their hair, the way they talk, the smallest little story they share that doesn't make them look good. And we run with it. And end up making it worse. And I know. We, psychiatrists, psychologists, they tell us that we are critical, we're antagonistic, we judge others harshly to make ourselves look and feel better. We judge other people to prop ourselves up. Think about the last time you judged somebody, and that truth will ring through you and keep you awake at 3 a.m., right? We judge by appearances to make ourselves look better. That's why if you've ever been driving in the highway and you're driving 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, you're mad at the people in the slow lane driving too slow and blocking your way. What's wrong with these people? Why can't they drive with the flow of traffic 10 miles over the speed limit? Is this somebody going to a golf game? Does this person have somewhere to go? They need to get out of my way. We judge them because they're not driving as fast as us. And then the person that zips past us, zoom, in the fast lane, we think, what kind of maniac are they? They should slow down. Oh, I bet that's a teenager. Right? We judge according to appearances, and we do it to make ourselves feel better. John chapter 7, verse 24, the first Bible fact about not judging. Can't go wrong quoting Jesus. How about Matthew chapter 7? The second Bible fact about no judging comes from Matthew chapter 7. Matthew 7, verse 1, do not judge. This is about the standard of judgment and the hypocrisy of judgment, which is what we've been talking about all morning. Matthew chapter 7, verse 1, it might be fun to say, do not judge to get out of something. But look at the rest of these verses. Matthew 7, verses 1 through 5 says this. Do not judge so that you will not be judged. For in the way you judge, you will be judged. By your standard of measure, it'll be measured to you. In other words, the standard that you're using to judge them will be the standard of judgment applied to you. That ought to terrify us, right? Why do you look at the speck that is in your brother's eye and do not notice the log that is your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, and behold, the log is in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. The standard of judgment we use for others will be used against us, and that ought to just drive us crazy. Because we've been the teenager driving super fast, thinking they're immortal and mom's paying for the insurance. We've been the guy in no hurry to get anywhere. We really ought to have a standard of judgment that is forgiving and loving and kind. And the person that is speeding down the highway is taking his pregnant wife to the emergency room so the baby's not delivered in his car. The person driving slow in the slow lane is setting the limit for obeying the law. They're an example to us all. I shouldn't be driving 10 miles over the speed limit. I ought to be driving whatever the speed limit actually is on highways. I don't even know. The standard by which we judge others, we will be judged by. And just the glimpse of that idea, we confess that we are hypocrites, saying one thing, doing another. We are part of the problem. Number three for the 4 Bible facts for no judgment. This comes from Romans chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. It's about condemning yourself. Therefore, we have no excuse. Every one of you who passes judgment. Okay, that doesn't leave any of us off the hook, does it? Every one of you who passes judgment, for in that which you judge another, you condemn yourself. For you who judge practice the same things. And we know that the judgment of God rightly falls upon those who practice such things. But do you suppose this, O man, when you pass judgment on those who practice such things and do the same yourself, that you will escape the judgment of God? Right? Terrifies me. Great reasons not to judge. And then the 4th one is the golden rule. The 4th reason for not judging, for no judgment. The 4th Bible fact about no judgment is Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, Jesus' words. In everything, therefore, treat people the same way you want them to treat you. For this is the law and the prophets. When you are being judged, don't you want not to be judged by another person? Don't you want to be loved instead of judged? Don't you want to be understood and listened to and supported instead of being judged, instead of receiving criticism? Let's you and me be kind to the other person in the way that we would want them to be kind to us in the process. 4 Bible